Hey everybody, it's Deadlinux, and I'm finishing up the conference I'm at here, and just finished up the last keynote speaker, who was a guy by the name of Pablo Holman, who was actually pretty innovative in what he's been working on, and if you look him up, you'll find him being a pretty impressive individual, so it's been a good run. So this week, as you probably figured out, a lot of the conference was dealing with the software that we use, and a lot of what I've been dealing with in IT. And it's been a long week. It's been a good week, and I feel kind of energized, which is good. And given a little bit of that spark back that I think some of these conferences kind of do sometimes, where they kind of give you a little bit more hope that you can actually work smarter, not harder. So we'll see. And I feel a little bit better about the whole position. And everything I've been going through, so we'll see. Coming up, still won't be really back online for a while yet, not regularly. I'll be back in town for a couple weeks now, so if I have a regular schedule, we'll hopefully see some streams here this coming week, which would be the 19th, 20th, 21st through the 25th, so you might see some stuff coming up. I don't know if we'll have the regular time of 7 p.m. Central Time or 6 p.m. Central Time. I may switch a little bit later, so Afro, if you're watching this, I may come flick with you a little bit. I may try not to. We'll see. But for those of you whose streams I've been able to catch, thank you so much for the time. It's been fun being able to catch up on streams while I've been traveling, and it's made the time worthwhile. Most people go and watch Netflix, and here I am hanging out with friends of mine online. So it's been good. Spoke with some really interesting individuals here too, and talking about the future of IT, and it does relate to us as internet creators and developers in some ways, and innovators, particularly in the realms of chatbots and AI. They're still taking down stuff around here. So one thing I'm going to be watching for in my job is the use of that in service support, but being streamers, we use chatbots a lot, and we deal with artificial intelligence on a very small scale a lot. That's going to bloom one of these days, people. So keep an eye on it. Let's watch that trend, because it's going to get to the realm where you're going to have an artificially intelligent bot in the chat that can moderate for you as an auto mod, that can respond, that can give jokes, that can almost replace the streamer in some ways. And that'll change the medium. Or it'll interact on screen and really become a thing. So the realm of streaming I see affected by the technologies I learned about here at the conference. And the other thing too is automation. We can take that into the streaming realm too. So one thing that they were talking about here was, with the level of technology we have today, you can't really separate the personal and the work. You can try, but it's hard if you're in IT. But that means then that those advantages that I've learned from this conference should be carrying over. And one of those things, another thing to keep in mind for those of you who are streaming, and myself too, is automation. Go live tweets and updates and contests, and I was even watching Wabba Plays the other night, and it was just really impressive how he had everything just really slick, push of buttons kind of stuff using the Stream Deck. Those are things you really need to think about, because those take those off your plate of having to constantly configure them and control them. And once you've got them set up, they're done, and all you just have to fix them. And if you can automate all that stuff, you're giving a lot more punch to your customers and your viewers. And you don't have to do much, but you do have to do the initial setup, and I think a lot of us don't want to go through that work. I know I don't. It's a lot. But once you do it, it's good. You know what I mean? And then you just work on it from there. So automation and chatbot AI. So two things that we'll see coming into our field, and it'll really be affecting the way we see streamers and the way I think we see entertainers, online entertainers. So that's what I learned this week. Automation is key for everything. Automation makes it so that you can free yourself up from the busy work of streaming and work to do what you want to do and take the time. We're all too busy, right? You know what frees you up from being too busy? Automating. And smart automating. And AI can help with that too. And I'm not talking about like AI and I won't let you do that, or you can't do that, Dave. I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave. You know, from 2001 Space Odyssey, and if you don't remember that movie, or if you've never seen that movie before, then that just tells me how old I am. No. But, yeah, so that's the kind of things to keep in mind. Comes up with YouTube, too. I mean, we're not just talking about dynamic content creators like streaming. It also comes with static content creators like YouTube. Being able to release videos on an automated schedule helps. So if you have your content ahead of time, schedule it. Why wouldn't you schedule it? Have it connect to Twitter so it's automatically tweeting. So you can get that out there. And for those of you who haven't used a program like Hootsuite or Crowdfire, for setting up automated tweets to keep your followers engaged with you, at least to let them know you're alive. I haven't had a chance to set it up because I still use the free version, so you can't have to do it all advanced. But do it. Because what that does is it keeps your presence alive without a whole lot of effort once it's set up. The grunt work at the beginning of all this, it's what it takes to get going. Once you get going, it's good. And thumbnail generation and things like that, those sorts of things. There are tools out there that can do that for you a lot easier. I think Afro tubed me onto vidIQ, which is a built-in thumbnail editor that goes right into the browser and works well for real easy thumbnail generation. So I didn't realize this was going to turn into tips and tricks, but it kind of did. But I just wanted to say hi and let you guys know I'm still alive, and hopefully the sound works okay. I know I'm outside and you probably hear everything in the background. But it's kind of beautiful here. Let me show you. So if you take a look, I suppose I can flip the camera around doing this, can I? No, I have to go like this, don't I? So this is the campus I'm at right now. And it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful place here in Dallas. So I'll be wrapping up the conference tomorrow and flying out tomorrow evening. I've got training sessions of my own I got to do for this software for other teams, and then I'll be back. So you guys keep it real, and yeah, if you have any questions about any of that kind of stuff, let me know. I don't know what kind of answers I can give, but we can investigate together, right? And this is the future, is how to be an entertainer and be more powerful as an entertainer, or how to be more powerful in the field with dealing with your viewers and your customers and your followers in a way that doesn't have to be a grind. You should only have to grind in video games. You know what I mean? That's fun. Grinding in your personal life for what you enjoy as your hobby, unless you really want to, but you shouldn't have to if you don't want to. And grinding in your work life, that's one of my goals this year, is that has to go away. And I need to help my coworkers, my friends around me, to get rid of that grind, because it has to go away. It cannot exist anymore, or we can't innovate and we can't get better. And we all need to get better. Better, bigger, better, faster, stronger. It's just the natural evolution of things. And we can do that. We just gotta pay attention to what can help us do that. So that's all I got. This is Deadlinux, signing out.